Christopher Nolan, who prompts fanboy boners from whatever he touches, comes a gritty continuation of Batman and his ongoing battle with throat cancer.
I have one rule.
This voice has throat
I'm not
cancer.
wearing hockey pads. He must have friends. Someone knows where he is. You'll be in a padded cell forever.
The Dark Knight. In a
just heard
city
his voice
lined
in
with an
all those
absurdly
voices.
convenient number of school buses comes a realistic new vision of the Batman saga that throws away silly bat nipples for completely unrealistic new features like the Bat Car Cutter, the Bat Gun Bender, the Bat Armor that can withstand falls from any height but sucks against bullets, and the Bat device that inexplicably turns every Gotham City cell phone into a portable sonar reader, which downloads an infinite amount of data that's instantly transmitted wirelessly to Batman's eyes. How is that possible? It takes me 5 minutes to download Angry Birds. A silent guardian who doesn't give a fuck about racking up millions of dollars in people's personal damages. The Joker will test Batman like never before when he places 2 hostages at 2 different locations, which for some reason means that Batman nor anyone on call with the Gotham City Police Department can reach them both at the same time. A film bursting with not so subtle foreshadowing.
You either die a
This is
hero,
rough.
or you live
Like,
long enough to
if
see
you guys
yourself
skip,
become the villain.
I'm okay with
That'll
it.
help you
because
swallow Harvey's evil transformation, which is completely out of character.
his
It's about
voice-
what's fair! A hero that takes the
It's
blame
so
for a
hard to
fallen
listen
savior, for the better of the city.
I killed those people. No, you can't. You're not. I'm whatever Gotham needs me to be.
Wait, why couldn't they just blame the Joker for all these deaths? He's been killing people the entire movie. Vilifying Batman makes no sense. Starring Cabbage Patch Face, Nurse Jackie, Los Pollos Hermanos, Rusty Griswold, and Eyewart.
Oh god.
Try not noticing that from here on out. The Dark Knight. Who are we kidding? This movie is awesome.
Guys, that might have been the worst yet. Like, that may have been the worst yet of that voice. That voice is, it's unbearable. And I was wondering if it was going to show up again because this video was like 9 years ago. And I forgot that they hadn't done Batman Begins yet. They did Dark Knight, then Dark Knight Rises, then Batman Begins was like 4 years ago. So I'm not surprised that I ran into it, but oh my god, that was awful. So if you guys skip that, that's okay. If you skip this, whatever. Let's just watch the pitch meeting now.
So you have a Batman script for me? Yes, sir, I do. So what's new with Batman? Well, his growly voice got a whole lot more growly since the first movie. Oh, he went through bat puberty? Yeah. So what does he sound like now? He sounds like...
Why do you want to kill me?
What?
You garbage who kills for
I
money.
can't understand what you're saying.
I'm not wearing hockey pads.
Are you talking about hockey? I have no idea what's going on here.
You're gonna love me.
Please stop. Sorry, I got carried away. That's okay, I get it. Growling is tight. It is. So what happens in the movie? Well, the bad guy in this movie is the Joker, so we're gonna open with him robbing a bank and escaping on a school bus that crashes through the wall. Not very subtle. Well, there's a line of school buses passing in front of the bank, so he blends in with them. No one notices a school bus crashing into a bank and then driving out covered in dust and bricks. They do not. Well, okay then. Anyway, we're also gonna have Bruce go on a super long side quest to China to kidnap a guy. That sounds like international terrorism. Yeah, that. I imagine it's gonna be hard for him to come up with an alibi for why he disappears at the same time as Batman appears in China. Actually, super easy, barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, he's just gonna very publicly take an entire Russian ballet troupe out to party on his boat and then take off from a plane on the water. Wait, what? He's gonna party with a bunch of ballerinas on a boat. It's gonna be in the papers and everything. What if the media interviews a ballerina and she's like, yeah, the trip was great, but Bruce randomly disappeared on a mysterious airplane halfway through? I don't know. Fair enough. Yeah, so tell me more about the Joker. He's awesome. He has a thing where he's like, you know, so lucky it's almost supernatural. What do you mean? Well, he comes up with these super intricate plans that completely depend on things he couldn't possibly predict going exactly the way that he predicted them. Do you have some examples? Well, like he has a plan to get arrested but then escape by making a phone call that detonates a bomb that he planted in a prisoner's stomach, right? Okay. But that wouldn't have worked if he didn't have an officer in the interrogation room with him, or if he had been detained somewhere else, or if the prisoner had lifted up his shirt at any point. Oh yeah, that does sound super lucky. Right, so that kind of thing is gonna happen happen, you know, a lot. What kind of other stuff does the Joker do? Well, we're gonna have a scene where Joker and his goons take over a fundraiser for Harvey Dent. Okay. And Joker's gonna throw Rachel out of a super high window. Uh-oh. Yeah, and Batman's gonna jump out of the window and catch her, so they're both gonna fall. Wow, how hurt are they? Not at all. Oh, yeah, they land on a car, which makes it okay because cars are so soft and squishy. And what happens with the Joker? What do you mean? Well, Rachel and Batman flew out the window, but he's still upstairs with a bunch of people, right? Oh. Right. Did you forget to write an end to that scene? Whoops. Whoopsie. I guess we could just keep moving on with the movie and hope no one notices. Fingers crossed. Anyway, Joker's also gonna do a thing where he kidnaps Harvey and Rachel and ties them up to explosives. Okay. And there's a timer, so Batman's gonna have to decide who to try and save. Does he manage to save either of them? Yeah, he manages to save 25% of them. Wait, 25% of 2 people? Well, Rachel's gonna explode and half of Harvey Dent's gonna burn up. Gotcha. And so later, Joker's gonna dress up as a nurse and go visit Harvey in the hospital. How does that go? Well, somehow Harvey doesn't recognize Joker till he takes off his little surgical mask. Wow, and he must really be mad at the Joker. Yeah, but Joker's like, hey man, don't be mad at me for killing Rachel, be mad at everyone else for letting me kill Rachel. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, no, not really, but somehow that convinces Harvey to become like a wacky villain. Oh really? So what does he do? He goes on a killing spree where he flips a coin to see if people die or not. Maybe a little drastic. Yeah, so anyway, later Batman is gonna foil a plan of the Joker's to blow up a couple of fairies. What do you mean? Well, he pushes Joker off a building, but then he catches him because, you know, Batman doesn't kill people. Right, that's like his one rule. Exactly. Super powerful to see him stick to his moral code like that, and then he's gonna push Harvey Dent off a building and kill him. What? Yeah, and Harvey's killed some people, so Batman takes the blame for all that. Why would he do that? Because he's the hero that Gotham deserves, but not the one it needs right now. Oh, I don't get that. Yeah, but it sounds cool, right? I guess so. But why wouldn't they just blame it all on the Joker? Because this is more heroic. But it's not necessary. It's heroic, though. Well, okay then. So what do you think? Well, it sounds like a pretty great movie. Thank you. Although, to be fair, Batman is so popular these days, it'd be tough to make a movie about him that people don't like. Very true.
Of course. So look, it's not new that Batman is my favorite comic book hero. He's my favorite superhero. Always has been from the beginning. I will say this though. This is my favorite superhero movie. Like, it's top tier #1 for me. Whether it's DC or Marvel, that's just what it is. Like, for Marvel, Captain America Winter Soldier is my favorite for Marvel, but this movie, The Dark Knight, is my favorite for DC and for just overall superhero movies. Doesn't matter. It takes top billing. Normally, I would wear a Batman shirt in this case, but you know what? You guys know. You guys know he's my favorite hero. I don't have to prove that. I don't even have to say it anymore. But I love this movie. I love this movie because it feels like a comic book movie in more of a sophisticated way, I guess. There's a lot of different things that are happening at one time, but the way that it's shot, it feels streamlined. It feels like there's good flow to it. I just love it. Now, there are a lot of things that don't make sense because it is still a comic book movie, and so, you know, you kind of give it a pass, but I love it. It's my favorite. I can watch it over and over again. I actually did a marathon when the Dark Knight Rises came out. They showed all 3 Batman movies. Well, I'm sorry, the 2 leading up to the Dark Knight Rises at the midnight release, and that was awesome too. I loved it. I would do that again if I could at a theater. I would do it at home for sure. This pitch meeting was good. It's an early pitch meeting, obviously, but still funny stuff. The honest trailer, you know my thoughts on that. Horrible. It's there really is no verses almost in this case, because the honest trailer, that voice is just, it's just so bad. I don't understand what they were thinking with that voice. John Bailey coming in really saved that for them. And there's a lot of moments where maybe it may not be as funny as the pitch meeting, but for me, it's always funny because I like him. But only the John Bailey ones. I just can't. Even when there's jokes being said by the other voice, I don't know what his name is, but there's jokes being done by the other voice, I can't laugh at them because the voice is just, it's grating to my ears. It's horrible. So again, if you skip that part, I don't blame you because I kind of wanted to at one point, but I'm like, you know what? No, let me put these together. Let's get through it. It was only 2.5 minutes long, roughly. So I had a feeling that was also going to be an early honest trailer, but also that voice. So it's just what it is. Let me know your thoughts on these 2 videos. Which one do you prefer? I know some of you guys do prefer that voice. I've seen it. So I've seen comments. People that actually like that voice. So let me know which one you pick. Pitch meeting or honest trailer. We'll still vote here, I guess. But pitch meeting for me, always when it's that voice, no matter what video it is. Pitch meeting can be terrible. That voice is showing in the honest trailer. I'm still going to pick the pitch meeting, no matter how bad a pitch meeting could be, which normally they're never like that. So let me know in the comments below your thoughts on The Dark Knight the movie itself, and also on these 2 videos. I look forward to what you guys have to say. To my hybrid crew, Brian Tidwell, Steve O, Slepnir, K6013, Dash Milner, Daniel Lopez, and Jonathan Cedarland. Thank you guys so much for joining that top tier crew. I really appreciate it. It helps me do what I do. To all my members and my subscribers, thank you guys so much for supporting the channel, whether it's monetarily or hitting that subscribe button. It goes a long way, and I really, really appreciate it. While you're still here, hit that like button. It really does help me out. Lets me know exactly what you guys want to see more of. Also, check out our most popular videos on the channel right over here. And you can see our most recent reaction right up there as well. If you've seen all of that, I'll see you guys in the comments. We'll talk about this.